Rey Mysterio is finally going to the Hall of Fame.
It's all about familia, all about Dominik. Love Papi, love Aliyah.
Which is obviously beyond deserved. Man, I can't wait to hear the speech.
First and foremost, I wanna thank my familia.
Go on, Rey, we know where this is going.
I wanna thank Angie, I wanna thank Aliyah, and I even wanna thank Dom.
And that's when we are finally going to get Dominik Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. I mean, even on this SmackDown, man, he didn't pull the trigger. Rey, it's about time. It's time you react. Yeah, he said he should be Eddie's son.
What do you mean you're Eddie's son, you little bastard?
Ah man, welcome back to another episode of Greatness of SmackDown. How are you guys doing today? Another decent episode. Something was lacking. You know, I wish we got something more with Jay and Sami Zayn, but it feels like it's kinda getting to that business as usual territory. From one of the greatest WWE stories in recent memory to just business as usual. Not necessarily bad, but it seems like the timing was just not right, and it's not as special as I wish it would be. The show kicked off with the Cartel or the Bloodline arriving to SmackDown. Jay wants to meet Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman says the Tribal Chief is proud of you. I'm proud of you too. Tell Roman I'm here. Kayla wants them answers. What the hell happened? And they said they're gonna talk about that in the ring. They're family. Much like Rey Mysterio, they're family people. And the show starts with a fatal 5-way match. Winner faces Gunther at WrestleMania. A very entertaining match, but I had some questions during it. I mean, we all think it's going to be a triple threat, right? Gunther versus Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre. So it was interesting how they are going to get out of that situation. And of course, in the most convenient way possible, we got a double pin. Yes, people, we got a double pin. Drew McIntyre and Sheamus won the match, or neither of them won. Which makes you believe, okay, it's a triple threat, right? It must be a triple threat. McIntyre and Sheamus are arguing, and then Gunther says, Adam Pearce, you promised me a challenger, not challengers. It's not my native language, but I know the difference. And Adam Pearce announces Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus next week on SmackDown #1 Contenders match. Still, something is going to happen. I mean, I would take Drew versus Gunther. I would take Sheamus versus Gunther again, but I believe they're going with the triple threat, and honestly, it's better than any other scenario. That's one of the biggest things I like about Triple H's WWE. Like, few years ago, like maybe 5 years ago or something, I remember Road Dogg or someone saying, well, just be happy the Intercontinental Championship is on WrestleMania, and I believe it was on a pre-show. And now, it's being treated like a championship, like a legit championship. Former world champions are fighting. Who's getting that opportunity? You love to see it. Rey Mysterio is inducted into the Hall of Fame. He got introduced and of course quickly interrupted by Dominik Mysterio, who believes that Rey Mysterio does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. All the Christmas you missed, all the birthdays you missed. I don't understand why Rey Mysterio never fires back. That PSP I bought, my money. I made that from wrestling. Motherfucker, you had a PSP. Nobody else did back then, probably. We see Legado del Fantasma, and they obviously wanted to protect Rey Mysterio's legacy. This whole thing, them protecting Rey Mysterio, actually got them over. I almost forgot they were on SmackDown. They're supposed to have a match tonight. Why not do it right now? So we got the Judgment Day versus Legado del Fantasma. So obviously that was a very fun match. But as you can imagine, the Judgment Day won the match. After the match, Dominik grabs a microphone and says he wants to talk to Rey Mysterio man to man. So he tells the Judgment Day to leave. He doesn't understand why Rey is being inducted into the Hall of Fame. The only Hall of Fame he deserves to be in is Deadbeat Father's Hall of Fame. And guys, you like long-term booking? I'll give you long-term booking. He says he should have been Eddie Guerrero's son. He pushes Rey. He wanted to attack him, but Rey sends him outside. He tells him again, I won't fight you. I'm wondering what is supposed to happen to make Rey Mysterio go like, it's time. It's time, mijo. What the hell is supposed to happen? Like, at this point, Dominik did everything. He crossed the line many times. So what is it going to take? Hall of Fame? attack during a Hall of Fame.
Attacking Aaliyah?
I don't know. Then we got Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Viking Raiders. That was a pretty fun match. Didn't do much though, and the Viking Raiders won, which is good. They've eaten way too many losses anyway. Charlotte Flair wants a match, and she got one. We got Charlotte Flair versus Shotzi, and the match is okay, but it seems like Shotzi every week is being used just to eat that pin, and no different story right here. During the match, we saw Rhea Ripley, and of course Rhea Ripley makes Charlotte Flair know she's taking that championship at WrestleMania. Charlotte says, "You can take anyone down except me." Like, I'm interested in that match. There's already some sort of a story, but I feel like Asuka versus Bianca and Rhea versus Charlotte, they barely have a story. It's one of these, okay, it's a nice match, I know exactly who I want to win, and that's why I'm interested. I respect these performers, I know it's going to be a good match. When it comes to a story, there's really not that much. And then it was time for the Usos, and Jey Uso explained that he simply turned on Sami because it's family. Put yourself in my shoes. What would you do? You're supposed to stick with your family, and that's exactly what I did, and I blame Sami Zayn because he's selfish. Now, once we're done with Sami Zayn, it's time to talk about Cody, and Cody makes his entrance. If you want to talk, say it to my face. Cody wants to fight. Jimmy says, "One more step, you ain't gonna make it to WrestleMania." And we see Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn and Cody versus the Usos in the middle of that ring. And Cody and Sami Zayn are standing tall. Cody even raised Sami's hand. Cody was like, "Yeah, that's okay, Sami. Yes, I'm main eventing WrestleMania. You are not. But hear me out. You're still a winner in my heart. Look how much people love you, Sami." Obviously, I'm just joking. So yeah, that was an okay episode of SmackDown. We compared to the previous shows we've seen, I feel like something was missing. But you know, Rey Mysterio going to the Hall of Fame, Rey and Dominik stuff, I feel like that was pretty entertaining. So that's all I got for you. Thank you for watching. 2K23 is out pretty soon, and boy, the grind starts. We'll see what happens. Oh, and I'm also trying out new content. I made a video about Randy Orton and John Cena teaming up against the entire Raw roster. Make sure to check it out. Thank you for watching. The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.